Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another episode of Battle Bites here in World of Tanks. And today we are on El Alamein on a standard battle. And I am rolling out in the tier 10 French medium tank, the Bat Chat 25T. And this tank, it's so good. It's probably my most preferred tank if I'm looking for a good personal performance in a battle. It does what it does so well, and that is a mid to late game assassin. It can be an early harasser, an early spotter, and then when you get to the later stages of the battle, when the number of tanks starts to drop, when everybody's tank has a little bit less than full health, this thing is just crazy at getting into the position, dumping a clip, and eliminating any tanks that are a little bit weak. So can you control the battle in this tank as well? No. If I had to pick the tank that was going to help my team win the most, I'd probably go with the T110E5 because you can hold a position, you can use your armor, you can adapt and adjust. And this thing, it's a scalpel, right? It's got one role that it excels at really, really well. But outside of that, it's not going to be able to do a whole lot of things that some of the other tanks are able to do. So to start this battle, I am in what is now my favorite position on the El Alamein app, and it's only available if you have the west or the eastern spawn. I like to get up on this plateau, and it gives you so much vision. And you can see where we got our full first clip here is loaded, and we're putting out a couple of shots into two separate tanks, and we do 1,140 total damage with that first clip. Now, that's okay. So the clip on the Bat Chat, it's a 5-shot autoloader. Each round does an average of 390 damage. So you've got 1950 in terms of clip potential in the tank. And hey, 1,140, it's half that, but it's early. We got some spots, a couple of shots. I think we missed one and had one bounce, but that's a good result. In the first minute and a half of the game, we got 1,000 damage. And that's what this tank can do, right? Early on, we can spot, and it's got pretty good camo, pretty good view range. You're not gonna outspot a light tank, but heavies trundling towards you, you certainly can. One of the big downsides to this tank is the gun depression, and this position needs a little bit of gun depression. The Bat Chat only has 6 degrees, and that's really limiting, and I can just barely make it work. And you'll see there's a couple of times here where it's like, if I had one more degree of gun depression, what I'm trying to do right now would be so much easier. So with that 5-shot autoloader, what's the downside? Well, it's the reload time. And so the reload for the clip, for the full 5-round clip, is almost 40 seconds, just a hair underneath. So it is a big commitment when you have to reload, especially if you haven't emptied the magazine. And managing that reload in this tank is one of the secrets to having success in it. So I was hoping that first guy was gonna go across in front of me. He thought better of it and pulled back, but the second tank does make the cross there, and the first shot was really good. Unfortunately, I didn't get the tracking shot, and the second shot was really bad. I aimed that at his rear quarter, and that certainly wasn't going to be enough at counting lead and lag time to be able to make that second shot go. So bad second shot there, completely my fault on that whiff. So after we fire those 3 shots out, I think we put a third one into the mountain on the tank that decided not to cross in front of us. I am going to go for a reload, right? We're in a pretty well protected position. I don't think anything's going to challenge me immediately. We only had 2 shots left, right? And we're not really threatening anybody or eliminating anybody with just 2 shots left in the clip at this stage in the battle. So going for that reload, and we're almost there now. And you can see the battle is a close one, right? We're 1 tank down, and okay, here we go. Chance to finish off this tank, the T95E6. It was overextended, and there we go. I committed to that. And again, because of the gun depression, I had to get too far forward, but I was willing to do it. I knew I had to do it. I was probably going to take a hit, and we did, but we put out 2 shots, secure our first kill, and that was really important. Now, notice I did not go for the reload, and gosh, does that pay off dividends here. The T110E4, or is that the 3? That's no turret, so that's the 3, crosses in front of us there. We had 3 shots left, and it was just enough to finish off that tank. They had to know I was up there. I've been spotted. I've been in that position since the beginning of the battle, so if they didn't know, they should have, and they still decided to cross. If they had come up at me and faced me with that armor, boy, I wasn't going through it. So thankfully, I held those 3 shots, didn't go for the early reload, put them into the side as the T110E3 goes across, and 1, 2, 3, just like that, we take out that tank and secure our second kill. But now, the anguish, right? There's a tank right in front of me, my allies are engaging it, there is nothing I can do right now, so So we're going up. Now we've got the reload, 2 seconds, 1 second. Yes, we get the last reload, and we're able to finish that tank off. It feels a little dirty. Feels like I just kind of jumped in and stole the kill. Obviously not my intention. I literally couldn't fire until just that second. And we want to get those tanks eliminated as soon as possible. When's his next reload? I have no idea. Does the next shot miss? I have no idea. So secure that kill when we can. That was for the good of the team. And now here we are, 5 tanks left on the enemy team. The battle's in good shape. Use that mobility. Here we've got an object, 430. Make him spin, right? My allies are stuck there. We don't want to just shoot back and forth at a Russian tank like that. Let him use his armor. I'm going to go around. He has to turn to face me. My allies can then come up and use the side of his tank. We put in, I think, 3 shots there. Secure the kill. And again, now we're on a reload. And that right there is the specialty of this tank. It doesn't have to be when you're up 9-5, right? But if it's 8-8, 7-7, you find that tank, right? And if it's a face-on confrontation and your allies is just like, oh, we're just gonna trade shots, we're just gonna let our armor do the work. With the Bat Chat, with the mobility, if you've preserved your hit point, you can shoot past them, make them turn to face you, and now all your allies that are still sitting there, they can put those shots into the side, and you can turn that into a big win for your team. So that's why I love this tank. It's this stage of the battle. We're almost reloaded. 2 seconds, 1. There's a Panther 2. We are loaded. Bang, bang. Those shots were half a second apart. My shot was first, so I don't get the kill, but the light tank fired just after me and was able to secure the kill there. Those shots were so close. If the order was reversed, we'd be on 5 kills going for a Top Gun now. Unfortunately not, but still having a really, really good round. We can see we're up to over 5,000 damage, and that's just direct damage with 4 kills, and now it's already hunting time. The game is in hand, and again, we've got 4 shots loaded. This is what this tank does, right? Now we can go. We have the speed to get in position to try to clean up. So FV207, the British tier 10 artillery. We put that shot in on the move, didn't even have to slow down, swing the gun, and we were almost able to fire. The intra-clip reload on this tank is a little high, 2.73 seconds, I think it is, almost a 3-second intra-clip reload. Not quite enough. Our allies take out the other artillery and secure the last kill for the win. So that is how these battles in the Bat Chat tend to go. It's fast and frantic, and you've got your clip, and you have to get into position, and then get these shots off, and then you've got a little bit of a breather. You can take 1 second and reload and reposition, but you want to time yourself so that as soon as that 40-second clip is done and reloaded, you're already in your next position. You're traveling there during the reload, and then you're set. And you saw that happen numerous times in this battle, where as soon as the clip was reloaded, I was able to take a shot and finish off, I think it was 2 separate tanks, or no, we didn't get the kill on the Panther, but that second shot right in, or the first shot right in to let our light tank get the kill. So that has been my secret to doing well in this tank, right? I haven't mastered it. I'm not the best at it, but I really, really enjoy it. And that is one of the keys to the enjoyment, is using the clip successfully, going for the reload at the right time and not at the right time as well when that T110E3 passed in front of us, unloading the clip and then reloading and getting yourself ready at just the right moment to pounce when that clip has been reloaded. So that was, as we can see, an MVP performance, 5 kills, 5,521 damage. That's a really good result for the Bat Chat, 1,434 base XP. So let's take a look at our post-battle performance. At the time of this battle, we did not have a premium account running, so we actually ran a little bit of a loss there, 3,331 credits lost. Now, we didn't fire a single premium round that entire battle. I bring 10 to 2 full clips, and we didn't dip into it at all. So we did a nice job using the regular ammo that we had to do all of that damage, but I was running an advanced repair kit, an advanced med kit, and I was running food, right? So that's 30,000 credits. So if I hadn't been running all of the premium consumables, or even just one of them had been switched out, then yeah, this would have been a profit. But just goes to show that tier 10 tanks are hard to turn a profit. This is a really good game. No premium ammo used, almost no shots missed, a couple, but very little ammo went to waste. And yeah, we're still running at a loss. Now, if we had a premium account at the time, you can see 30,000 credits, that would have been a nice result for this tank. And as we get a closer look, 5 kills, 5,521 damage, 18 direct hits to do that damage, and 320 in block damage. The Bat Chat does not have impressive armor, but it is really funky in the way that it's sloped. And because the Bat Chat is so low profile, you will sometimes get these weird ricochet bounces just because of the angle of the armor, not because it is thick enough to do so. Taking a look at the medals for this battle, it's an okay collection. We got a Fire for Effect, a Fighter, a Bruiser, and a Duelist. Fairly standard medals for any good game that you're going to have in World of Tanks, but we did secure the High Caliber for doing the most damage in the battle, and that results in a first-class mastery badge. Again, the Bat Chat is a really good tank. People perform really, really well in it, so I would not have been surprised. I would have been disappointed, but I would not have been surprised if this only was a second-class mastery badge. But the fact that it's a first class for that damage, hey, that feels pretty good. I think there were enough tier 10 tanks that we were doing that damage to that we didn't take a big hit in our XP earned for that battle. So an all-round great result for the Bat Chat. And as we take a look at the scoreboard, hey, this was a really nice team battle. I mean, you can see almost top to bottom, people were putting out numbers. There's just nice XP numbers. Everybody did something, whether it was damage or assistance. I mean, there's kills all the way down. The 14th place guy on the team had a kill. So a great team win, and we could see by the score we ended up, it was close for the first couple of minutes, and then eventually the dam broke and we just kind of rolled through and cleaned them up in very short succession. But everybody did their part, pulled their weight, and that helped us, again, use this support tank, right? If the heavies don't do their job, if they're not able to hold back the enemy heavies, you will just get run over. You'll empty your clip, and you got 40 seconds for the enemy tank to take you out. But if you have a good team and they do the right things, and they at least give you a chance to put this tank to use, then you can have some really great results and end up elevating a good team performance to a great team win by using the Bat Chat and its quickness and its ability and its strike and its clip. It's so good when things work. And in this battle, it was working really well. So that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.